Hi everyone, welcome back to Kids Church. How did you do praying this past week? Don't worry if you forgot some days and you did better on some days than others. It takes a lot to get used to praying every day sometimes, so keep working at it. And remember, I'm always here to help, okay? And so this is our last week with this verse, so make sure you call me by Saturday to say your verse to me, or you can look up First Baptist Church of Waterford, Connecticut, and you can say your verse to Mrs. Ledestri, okay? So we'll do it 2 more times right now and once at the end, and I hope to hear from you by Saturday. All right, ready? Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. One more time. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. So today's story is called The Singer, and it's the Sermon on the Mount, and it's from Matthew chapters 6 and 9 and Luke chapter 12. Wherever Jesus went, lots of people went too. They loved being near him. Old people, young people, all kinds of people came to see Jesus. Sick people, well people, happy people, sad people, and worried people. Lots of them. Worrying about lots of things. What if we don't have enough food or clothes? Or suppose we run out of money? What if there isn't enough and everything goes wrong? And we won't be all right. What then? When Jesus saw all the people, his heart was filled with love for them. They were like a little flock of sheep that didn't have a shepherd to take care of them. So Jesus sat them all down, and he talked to them. The people sat quietly on the grassy mountainside and listened. From where they sat, they could see the blue lake glittering below them and little fishing boats coming in from a night's catch. The spring air was fresh and clear. I miss that spring air. I don't like winter very much. Here's the picture. So you can see Jesus sitting against the tree, and there are people crowded around him, just listening to him. See those birds over there? Jesus said. Everyone looked. Little sparrows were pecking at seeds along the stony path. Where do they get their food? Perhaps they have pantries all stocked up, cabinets full of food. Everyone laughed. Who's ever seen a bird with a bag of groceries? No, Jesus said, they don't need to worry about that because God knows what they need and feeds them. You can see there's the people imagining, look at that picture there, a bird going grocery shopping. Silly, right? And what about these wildflowers? Everyone looked. All around them, flowers were growing. Anemones, daisies, pure white lilies. Where do they get their lovely clothes? Do they make them? Or do they go to work every day so they can buy them? Do they have closets full of clothes? Everyone laughed again. Who's ever seen a flower putting on a dress? No, Jesus said. They don't need to worry about that because God clothes them in royal robes of splendor. Not even a king is well dressed. So you can see over here, they're imagining the flowers putting on clothes. Okay. They had never met a king, but as they gazed out over the lake, glittering and sparkling below them, the hillsides dressed in reds, purples, and golds, they felt a great burden lift from their hearts. They could not imagine anything more beautiful. Little flock, Jesus said, you are more important than birds, more important than flowers. The birds and the flowers don't sit and worry about things, and God doesn't want his children to worry either. God loves to look after the birds and the flowers, and he loves to look after you too. Jesus knew that God would always love and watch over the world he made, everything in it, birds, flowers, trees, animals, everything. And most of all, his children. Even though people had forgotten, the birds and the flowers hadn't forgotten. They still knew their song. It was the song all of God's creation had sung to him from the very beginning. It was the song people's hearts were made to sing. God made us. He loves us. He's very pleased with us. It was why Jesus had come into the world, to sing them that wonderful song. To sing it is not only with his voice, but with his whole life, so that God's children could remember it and join in and sing it too. So there they are, still listening to God, and God made them think. It makes us think too. We know that God loves us. But if he loves birds and makes sure that they have enough to eat, and he loves the flowers and makes sure that they have enough water to grow and enough sun to grow, then how much more does he love us because he created us? So something to think about. Remember always, no matter what's going on, that God loves you. God loves you so much, and he will never stop loving you. All right, here's our verse one last time. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. Have a great week. Don't forget to call me and say your verse, or call Mrs. Ledestri. I'll see you soon. Bye.